You're tuned into the stellar award-winning internet radio station.
You're at the right place at the right time.
Yes, Lord Radio.
Hold up. Wait just a minute. It's Roz on your radio. Yo.
Keep it locked right here.
Showcase, fellowship, inspire. Showcase.
Hey, it's Roz on the radio.
Showcase, fellowship, inspire.
Yes, Lord Radio.
Now it's time for another Yes, Lord Radio exclusive.
Hey, everybody, it's Roz on the radio, and you're listening to another YLR exclusive. My guest today is Joshua Rogers, who's back with us to share some hot new music and more. But first, Josh, thanks so much for hanging out with us today.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for having me.
It's awesome to have you back with us again. And now we had a chance to see your performance on this season's Sunday Best. And it was awesome, of course, as always. But how was it being back on the stage where you got your start?
It was good. It was great. Having to go back where it all started. To see Donnie, Kim, and Yolanda. It was just so great. It was so great. It felt good. I thought I was back home. A little nervous, though, but it was good.
Are you nervous?
I actually was.
Really? Why were you nervous? Why were you nervous?
Well, going back there, this is kind of like, I'm going to just say it. It's kind of like a pay-per-view, like, this is season 5.
Did you have, like, flashbacks of, like, feeling like you were being judged again or anything like that?
I did. I really did.
Okay. Well, what are your thoughts on this year's hopefuls?
Well, I'm excited. I'm really excited about who's going to win this year. It's kind of nervous for me though. Like I don't know. I don't know who's gonna get it.
You don't know who's gonna get it?
I don't know who's gonna. Yeah, I know who I want to get it, but I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, we'll hold that just in case.
Yeah.
I know how that goes, so I'm not going to say who I'm going for either, but yeah, I got you. Now, as far as advice for them, I was thinking about, when you won and everything and just having the newfound fame and then the fortune that eventually comes along with it. What advice would you give to the hopefuls as to how they can deal with people asking them for money or favors?
Well, that's something you have to be very careful about. That's something you have to be very careful about, because, with this show, it gives you a great platform and very good momentum in the industry. However, it only lasts for a year, so within that year, you have to maximize on that momentum and that fame and everything so that people will know you further past that year, whether you win or not, you have to take necessary steps and precautions to make sure that, Sunday Best is not the last time that you guys see or hear me.
Right.
So, it's good to already start having a good team in place that's 100% for you and wants the best for you. And, have somebody on your team with a good business mind. Everything, be on top of your game vocally. It's a lot, but it has to be done if you want to be in the game.
You only get a year to prove yourself after you've been given the title of Sunday Best winner?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Now, see, I didn't know that.
Well, the only reason why I say that is because it's like, once the next season comes, it's on to the next,
That's true. That's true.
Of course, you have a couple of diehard fans supporters who be like, we love you no matter what. But once that new season comes on, people ain't checking. People, not gonna be checking too much for the previous season. They're gonna be looking at, okay, what's happening this year?
Right. I got you.
You gotta make sure that you do everything so good and so well, and that you're, killing all the platforms that you need to be after that. So that even when the next season comes up, people are still wanting to know, what are you doing? Where are you at? And wanting music from you. Exactly.
Okay, very good. Now, so it seems that, it's almost been a year since you've been crowned, Mr. Sunday Best and all of that. Seems like you've become pretty acclimated to, the work environment and playing as well. And I say playing because I actually saw a video of you and Todd Delaney. I think it might have been on Social Cam. But you guys were hanging out and talking about going jet skiing. And I was very, very jealous of that because I've never been jet skiing before, but it sounded like a whole lot of fun. How was that?
It was great. It was great. We were actually in the Virgin Islands. We were on our way from the U.S. side to the British side, and it was a struggle. So I don't know about Tyler, nobody. I was screaming the whole way. I had to cover me, but it was good.
Okay, well, it's good to see the lighter side of things and see you guys having fun. How important is it to surround yourself around your peers in this industry, and what lessons do you guys share with each other?
Well, the number one thing that we kind of shared with each other was, who you're around. Be careful of your environment, because in this industry and even in the world, there's an old saying that says you are who you hang with.
Yeah. True.
And that's a very big aspect. It plays a big part in this. It just plays a big part. So you have to be careful of, who you talk to and who you hang around, but you don't want to get the wrong name. You want people to see exactly who you want them to see you as, and
right.
I know I want that to be in a good light when it comes down to me,
Mm-hmm.
You have to do that. You have to be careful of how you present yourself to people. You have to be careful of how you talk to people, and there's so many different things. It's pretty much like you're walking on P's and Q's for the rest of your life.
Oh, man. But isn't it like, even hearing you say that about being conscious of the people that you're around, aren't there some sharks in the gospel music industry? I mean, I'm just saying, let's just put that out there. To you, are there sharks, people that you need to be leery of even after fame?
Unfortunately, that is the case. That's very true, and that's one thing that even Pastor Conor McClurkin told me. He said, you're going to have to stay prayed up because you're going to have to be able to discern who's for you and who's not. You're going to have to be able to discern who God wants you to be around and who's not going to be good for you at all, who could probably end up putting you down and stopping you from reaching the goal that you have set for yourself.
Yes. Awesome. Are you concerned at all about, I know you said having to, be on your best behavior and P's and Q's, but are you concerned at all about, the pressure of having to live up to this certain name of, holier than thou, Joshua Rogers?
I am.
Mm-hmm.
I am. However, from the moment I left the show up until now, I've always been the type of person, to just let people know, just like you, it's the same life that you have to struggle with. The Bible teaches us that a righteous man falleth 7 times, but he gets back up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm different than you. There are going to be times when I'm going to fall. There are going to be times when I'm going to make mistakes, and I'm not going to do things exactly right. But we all still have to get back up and move forward and continue to strive for perfection. If I was perfect, I wouldn't be here.
That's right.
I'd be caught up like Moses and Elijah. But that's not the case.
Right.
So I always let people. I try to give them a transparent look and let them know that I need you to pray for me the same way you want me to pray for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's all still a life. We're all still living this day by day, by and by. It's a struggle at times as well for me. Don't look at the glory and understand that there wasn't a storm.
Oh, I like that. That takes us into the single, which I am so happy and excited for you to hear this music. It's so young and it's so fresh, and I know people will agree with me. Oh my God, this is so Joshua Rogers. Tell us about the new single. I'm serious, man. I love it. It's hot.
I love you too. Listen, it's pretty much a testimony of mine, and it comes from the standpoint of, that I may not have been everything that I wanted to be. I may not have been everything that I needed to be. But in spite of all of that, in the midst of all of that, God, you were still so good.
Yes.
And I believe everybody can say that. There's been times when, God really did tell you to go left, but you went right. But he still made a way out of nowhere.
Yes.
He still got you out of the mess that you put yourself into. So that's where it comes from.
I love it because, there are people that can identify with that always and forever. I mean, it's a song and it's a testament that will stand the test of time. But I know that there are people out there that are dealing with, their struggles, and they're wondering why they're still covered or they're still protected. And I'm telling you, I'm going to bump this song in my truck. This is one of those like jams that you just, it's like, it's awesome. Seriously.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Now, the album is out in October, correct?
Yes, ma'am. It's going to release online and on iTunes and Amazon and whatnot in September next month.
In September, okay. Now, what can our listeners expect?
Well, the name of the project is Unconditional, and it's giving the people every aspect of gospel, basically, just about. I believe myself, it's a very well-rounded album. It gives people the opportunity to hear just about every side of me.
Okay.
And it really, the whole album is really just simply conveying the message of just how great God's love is, just how good He is. So it's an amazing album. I can't wait for the people to hear it. I can't wait to hear the people's reviews and their thoughts and on it, because I love it, and I just can only hope and pray that the people love it as well.
I'm sure we will enjoy every track on the project, but I gotta ask you now, So Good, tell us about the production of that. Who wrote the song, who produced the track, and all of that?
Well, it was written by me and the producer, Pierre Medora, from Atlanta, Georgia, and it was produced by him and Bruce Robinson.
Okay. All right. Give credit where credit is due, but I love it. I think it's hot, and man, I can't wait to hear the project. But anyway, we got to get out of here, guys. But before we do, always share your comments with us by visiting us on the WireLoud Shoutbox, and keep up with me on Facebook.com and Twitter.com/Roz on the radio. And of course, you guys know Josh is, of course, on my YouTube. You can check out the latest interviews. But for the recap of this, also join me on RozOnTheRadio.com. And Joshua, how can everybody stay connected to you?
Well, I'm on just about every social media outlet there is right about now. I'm on Facebook, Joshua Rogers _SS. That's my fan page. Please go by and like it. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at The Joshua Rogers. I also have a website, www.thejoshuarogers.com. And I'm on Social Cam. You can just type in my name, Joshua Rogers. So follow me on any of those outlets for any booking purposes. If you want me in your city, just email or call me, JoshuaRogersBooking@gmail.com or 803-566-0625. So call me, email me, and I just might be seeing you in a couple of months.
Awesome. Well, guys, we're going to get out of here, but here is Joshua Rogers with his hot new single, It's So Good. Guys, be blessed.
Good.